What is going on, everybody? It's Lazevo here, bringing you another class review for Medal of Honor Warfighter. In the first video, we looked at the farthest class on the left here, the Sniper. Today, it's you, Assault Guy. We're calling him in. This is the class that I probably use more than any other class, and just because I think it's the best all-around class. If you're coming from other shooter games, this is going to feel the most normal, I guess, and that's because it uses normal assault rifles. Its unique ability is a grenade launcher. Everybody knows what a noob tube is, and it's pretty easy to figure out how to use that. And so it's probably the easiest transition from other shooters into this game. There's nothing, you know, out of the ordinary with this guy that you have to try and figure out. Oh, there's a grenade indicator. I talked about those in the last game. If you see a red one, you're almost dead. Like, they're tough to get away from. So, and I don't know if that's because people cook them. I don't think so. I think the fuse time is so short on them that if you see the red indicator, you're pretty much guaranteed to at least take some serious damage, if not die. And this point I'm in right now on this map is just a kill box. I mean, this is like one of the primary choke points. If you can, you know, as with any first-person shooter game, if you try to like get a view of that area but not necessarily be in that area, that's ideal. Okay, and you can see someone on my team, a heavy gunner, called in this. This is one of his support streaks. We'll talk about that when I get to that class review. But it's a Black Hawk chopper that allows you to spawn in that and you know, climb down those ropes. Whoever calls it in can also man like a little chopper gunner minigun on the side of the thing. But it just hovers right there. It gives you an additional spawn point, which is pretty cool, pretty useful in certain game types. And anyway, let's talk about weapons for this class. This is the HK416, I believe, and that's probably my all-around favorite weapon for this class that I've, you know, had significant time to use so far. And I think that's because it has one of the longest range, because what I tend to do is I don't like a lot of those up close and personal engagements. I do run around the map. I don't tend to camp so much, but I like to have put some distance between myself and others. Like, my aim's good, but maybe my reflexes aren't as good as some people, so as long as I can get you from a distance, I'm okay, and that's typically what I go for. So I want weapons that give me the longest range, and I've combined it in this case with the dual sights, which I really like in this game. Like, in Modern Warfare 3, they had the dual sights where you could slide the scope left and right. This one is kind of neat on this gun right here. They're all a little bit different, but this one actually has the iron sights on the right side of the gun. So when you activate the dual sight, you just sort of like cocks it gangster style, and like, you know, just I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's off to the side, but maybe it takes a little longer to pull up the iron sights, but whatever. It's really cool, and it's really effective because a lot of times I want, you know, I want iron sights, and sometimes I want that distance, so I like that scope. Oh, 3-piece, almost a 4-piece. Man, that's hard to do with the guided missile in this game. I talked about it in the last commentary, but the blast radius isn't that big, so you know, hard to get them bunched up like that. But again, those guys are looking at that kill box that I talked about earlier, so that's just a great spot to get a ton of kills. You're gonna die a lot probably if you hang around that area, so but that's where a lot of action is. A lot of these maps are kind of imbalanced a little bit. I don't know if imbalanced is the right word, but like this one in particular, there's pretty much only two ways that they can get out. We're playing sector control, which is exactly like domination. We have 2 flags capped. They're spawning at their own flag, and they only have 2 ways to come out. They have that kill box alleyway, and they have the stairs that, you know, are to my right now. And so really the only way to break it is with like a coordinated attack, and they give you different options to do that. For example, the Demolitions class has like a tank stance, which is pretty cool, but you know, it's whatever. It's it is what it is. Typically you're not going to run into a full team that's going to be able to break a spawn trap, so most of the time you can just kill hordes like fish in a barrel. On the flip side of that, you can very much get into the same situation on the other side if you're not careful, so you got to be cautious of that. I'm tending to lean towards the hotspot mode just to avoid the spawn trap issue. It's not as prevalent in that game type, so if you're having issues with it, just move on to a different game type. So like I said, this guy's ability is the noob tube. You saw me use it earlier. It's okay. It's not like you know, Modern Warfare 2 noob tubes. You only get 2 of them. You don't refill them with your fire teammate when you refill your ammo. So really, you only get 2 of them. I use it more for just kind of like clearing an area, doing a little bit of splash damage, because the health regen is really slow in this game. You'll notice if you don't heal yourself with your fire teammate, you heal very slowly. So you can get damage assist points from that, and it makes it easier to drop the guy if he does decide to pop his head out. So that's kind of what I use it for, just kind of like holding people off, you know, keeping people at a distance. And combine that with the 2 grenades that you already get. You get 2 frag grenades, and you know, you can do a lot of explosive damage. This is actually the first game mode that I called in the Apache, which is the highest kill streak, and I got to use it for all of a second and a half. So fist bump that out. But anyway, the assault class is pretty straightforward. You get an assault rifle, you get a noob tube, and you know, you run around and, you know, do the best you can. Just treat it like a normal shooter. That's why I say it's the easiest class to transition into. It's one of the most effective classes. Try the HK416 or the DD-M4V1. Those are the 2 weapons that I've liked so far, just because of their effective range. Stay tuned for the next review, guys. Talk to you later.